did you get a chance to watch Inoue versus Donaire?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you make of it?
It looked like Donaire's game plan was just to be aggressive and take the fight to Inoue, or however you say his name. I know Sean Vitale corrected me a zillion times.
Honestly, the best thing to do if you can't pronounce it is just the monster. Say the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to contain the monster by being aggressive. And that was working for him until he got caught. And you see immediately that just changed everything, the whole complexion of the fight. We had a different fight in the first round than we did in the second round. And I think ultimately that, the second round, he felt the power in the first round. And I think it forced him to kind of be more defensive in the second round. And he's a monster, dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
He's got that fight-changing punching power. It's almost like the minute he seen to land that left hook, you saw Donaire's legs buckle, and he ran out of answers fairly quickly.
So what I'm learning is, or at least it seems to me, at the heavyweight division and at those lightweight divisions, it just looks like the power is immeasurable. And at the heavyweight weight class, you just see guys. It's like a punch. It could be slow. It could be fast. And then the next thing you know, the other dude is just out cold. It's heavyweight power. And then now I'm seeing these lightweights are just throwing these really like devastating shots. It's one punch. It had speed on it, but it didn't really look like it had the impact that the lightweights now. It's like we're seeing some different power at those light divisions.
Yeah, with guys like the monster. You got Donaire. These guys are normally, they're normally more like a Chocolatito, to where they're throwing 800 to 1,000 punches and they're hurting you slowly. But now it seems like we're getting more of those guys. I don't know if you're familiar with Kosai Tanaka, but he's another Japanese fighter who was scaling weight classes and beating up on people just like that. So I was really impressed because nobody's done that to Donaire. Like, who does that to Nonito?
Yeah, and as the first round was proceeding, I was like, I was rooting for Donaire. I'm like, that's what you need, like that kind of boxing style, being aggressive and not allowing him to counterpunch you, get in and get out. Like that's what's gonna get you to the promised land. And then out of nowhere comes a hook. And it was like damn. And so it's like, for me, it's two things. Number one, we definitely got to give credit to the monster. But then number two, we got to look at the age of Donaire. We got to look at the mileage of Donaire. And we got to look at the fact that this fight is happening like in Japan. And, I just think that the odds are against Donaire now, where unfortunately for a lot of us who are Nonito fans, I think he's in a position that we don't want to see him in, where he's acceptable to damage now. And I think that's not where we want to see him.